Coming up next, new questions today after two asymptomatic cases of COVID appeared on a cruise ship that had all its passengers fully vaccinated. Our next guest is asking Florida's governor to reconsider a law blocking proof of vaccinations on cruise ships. The first major cruise with American passengers since 2020, back before the pandemic, says that two passengers have tested positive for COVID-19. We should note the cruise line did require all passengers to show proof that they were vaccinated prior to boarding. They say that those two who tested positive were asymptomatic. Meanwhile, the battle over vaccine passports for cruise ships is heating up. The governor of the Virgin Islands, Albert Bryan Jr., is asking Florida Governor DeSantis to reconsider a law there blocking cruise ships from requiring proof of vaccination. Governor Bryan joins me now to talk about all this. Governor, thanks so much for joining.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Jim.
So the Virgin Islands, to be clear, you want the cruise ships to come. It's good for business. It's a big part of tourism. Do you believe that Governor DeSantis here is putting politics not just above science, but above the business of cruises?
I think it's really about the people of the Caribbean and the intense danger that he's exposing us to. And we understand the politics of the state. I'm a governor just like all others. We have like to make our decisions for our states. But Florida is the gateway to the Caribbean with over $52 billion of trade coming through that port into all of our ports in the Caribbean, whether U.S. Virgin Islands, British, Jamaica, or Trinidad.
Here's a question for you, because, you know, the cruise industry, tourism, it's a big part of your economy here. In your view, and I'm sure you talk to the cruise lines, you talk to the hotels, etc., would it actually be better for business to require proof of vaccination? In other words, would that give more people comfort, right, and attract more people? Is that what the business is? Is that how the businesses view this?
Well, it's not only about the cruise traveler and the product that the cruise lines are doing, but we have to shut down our entire economy if we have a surge. When you talk about 50,000 people on any one of our islands, just like our Caribbean neighbors, two cruise ships, 6,000 passengers getting off, that's an invasion of an increase of population by 10%. To have travelers that we're not assured of that have been vaccinated or at least PCR tested is traumatic. And when you talk about places like these small islands, they have one hospital, probably 20 to 30 COVID beds available for our people. And we want to make sure that we're never in a situation where we have to turn people away from our hospitals for medical care.
Have you heard from Governor DeSantis when you make this argument to him?
We are trying to get a meeting with the governor. He's quite busy, as am I, so we're coordinating our schedules to get this. And what we're just trying to do is make him understand that while Florida is a big state, there are 45 million people in the Caribbean who are black and brown that count on him to make sure that these travelers that are coming to our shores keep safe, are vaccinated, and do have some responsibility to the countries as well as us as Americans in the Caribbean.
Right now, 42.6% of the U.S. is fully vaccinated. The Virgin Islands, 31.1%. So it's, you know, neither is halfway through, right? Is it safe, in your view, to restart not just the cruise business, but opening up a place like the Virgin Islands to tourism?
Well, I think we're a model for that. We're actually about 40% of our active population, available population, vaccinated. We were the first to open vaccines to everyone in the country. We have a travel portal and we have a thriving tourism business, but we can't say that for the same of our Caribbean brothers and sisters. And when that happens, if they're not doing well, we're not doing well, because you can't cruise to one island. So it is safe to open up. We'd like to applaud President Biden for his commitment to 500 million vaccines to poorer nations. We hope a lot of that is coming to the Caribbean. We have to hold up the world. Finally, America is emerging again as a world leader by setting the example of what it takes to really set the record straight globally in terms of taking care of business.
Well, we know it's important to you to be opening up. A lot of jobs depend in the Virgin Islands on the tourism business. Governor Albert Bryan Jr., we wish you and the Virgin Islands the best.
Thank you, Jim. Have a great day.